Hello everyone, I'm Zath and welcome back to my channel for another manga video. Today we're trying out something a little bit different. I've been wanting to review a few titles on my channel that I think deserve more time than I can give them in my monthly haul videos, and this month a particular title has caught my eye, and I wanted to share my review because I really think this manga deserves more attention than it's been getting. The title I'll be reviewing today is from 7 Seas, and that is Roadqueen, Eternal Road Trip to Love. I stumbled onto this title completely by accident. I saw a picture of the cover of this posted on 7 Seas Twitter, and I was immediately drawn to the art style. I read the synopsis and thought it sounded humorous, so I figured I'd give it a try. I wasn't really expecting anything spectacular at first, maybe some solid art and a clever dialogue, but what I found in this manga exceeded my expectations. The story starts off by introducing the main character, Leo here, who is the most popular girl at her school. Princess Andromeda Academy. No, seriously, that's the name of the school. Stick with me, though. The most important thing in Leo's life is her motorcycle named Bethany. And everyone at this school rides motorcycles to school. Every morning, the girls race for the honor of dating Leo. And Leo isn't very keen on the idea, so she manages to win each race, but constantly complains about how she just wishes that the group of fangirls would leave her alone. One day, a transfer student named Vega appears, and life for Leo is never the same again. I don't want to spoil too much of the plot, but I had a blast reading Roadqueen. This single volume does contain the complete story, which is nice not having to wait a few months to see the story continue or run the risk of a series never completing. However, I wouldn't have minded if this story had continued on. The characters were really fleshed out for not being presented with like an in-depth backstory. You can see and feel Vega's frustration, and I personally can relate to Leo's cluelessness because, oh boy, does she miss the mark at times, creating some really hilarious scenes. I think my favorite scene overall was at the arcade, in which Leo takes Vega to an arcade and finds out Vega doesn't know how to play video games. Once Vega showed the ropes, though, she goes on to destroy the high score. I couldn't stop laughing at the way these panels were laid out for this setup. The expressions were hilarious, and the author really executes humor well throughout this story. I absolutely loved the art style and character design throughout the story. It was the first thing to draw me to this title, and I was not disappointed at all. You know, readers even get to enjoy like a full character wardrobe montage in a scene where Leo and Vega get to go to a mall and try on different articles of clothing. And as you can see, like the entire first chapter is in color, and I loved it. I really wish manga would do this more, you know, like show like even if it's just a couple pages, like color pages, they're just so nice to kind of see. And I think 7 Seas did a really good job with this manga production overall. As you can see, this manga does read like Western comics, which is left to right as opposed to right to left. Not a huge gripe, but it did make me do a double take. Overall, I love this story. I've already read it twice, and I enjoy it just as much the second time as I did the first. I also appreciate while this is an LGBT title, it didn't just focus on smut or over-sexualizing its characters. There was an actual plot, and the characters' emotions were taken into consideration. It was relatable, and the characters in this story felt like people you might actually run into, having similar insecurities or making the same mistakes, as well as growing from each experience and interaction. The final 2 pages really left me with a smile on my face and ended this volume satisfyingly. So, if you're looking for a heartwarming romantic comedy, then I highly recommend picking up Roadqueen, Eternal Road Trip to Love. That's going to wrap up my review video. Thank you all for watching. If you've already read Roadqueen or decide to do so after watching this video, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm Zath. Have a good day.